Today we are going to talk about the white rabbit theory. It explains why the biggest distractions in life may be life-changing. The white rabbit theory is a metaphor for the moments in life that interrupt our routine and invite us into the unknown. You know, it is inspired by Alice's adventures in Wonderland. The rabbit symbolizes curiosity, opportunity, and the unexpected events that challenge our familiar way of seeing the world. Sometimes the greatest transformations begin by following something that doesn't immediately make sense. You know, life occasionally presents a white rabbit. It can be an unusual conversation, a book, a question, a failure, or a chance encounter that captures your attention. You know, most people ignore these moments because they disrupt plans or challenge certainty. Others choose to follow them, and in doing so, discover new perspectives about themselves and the world. The white rabbit theory is not about chasing every distraction, though. It is about recognizing that meaningful growth often begins with curiosity. The familiar feels safe, but it rarely expands your understanding. Stepping into the unknown requires courage, because there are no guarantees. You know, yet remaining in the familiar simply because it is comfortable can become another form of prison, another form of limitation. You know, many of life's defining moments don't announce themselves as life-changing. They appeared ordinary until you look back, and then you realize they quietly redirected your path. Psychologically, curiosity is one of the strongest drivers of learning and personal growth. It encourages exploration, adaptability, and openness to new experiences. And at the same time, the brain prefers certainty because uncertainty can feel threatening. The white rabbit theory reminds us that growth often requires tolerating uncertainty long enough for new understanding to emerge. You know, spiritually, the white rabbit can represent the quiet invitation that life offers towards greater awareness. These invitations rarely force themselves upon us. They simply appear, asking whether we are willing to leave familiar identities, beliefs, or routines in the pursuit of deeper truth. You know, every meaningful journey begins with a single step away from certainty and towards discovery. In short, the white rabbit theory is ultimately about paying attention. Transformation rarely begins with having all the answers. It begins with being curious enough to ask better questions and courageous enough to follow them. Sometimes the path that looks like a detour becomes the road that leads you to the life that you were meant to discover. You know, my people, hail.